What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Danielle, coming at you live. Tonight's Facebook Live, we're going to be doing that every Thursday, 7 p.m. It's going down. Artist interviews. I'm your host, okay? I'm the artist behind Creative Girl of Color. And I, go ahead. Were you saying something?
No.
Oh no. I think I was just hearing a little feedback. Okay, but
Oh, no,
anyway,
no.
let me go through my whole spiel. So I'm your host, Danielle B. I'm the artist behind Creative Girl of Color. I am an artist, a entrepreneur, a mom, a metalsmith, and much, much more. And thank you for tuning in, you guys. If you happen to be on the live, go ahead and hit that share button. Share it to all of your social media. Tell all your friends about it. Because we're about to get into this dope interview. Yes, when I get to introduce our artist. She's already on the line, right on time and waiting. Let me come down a little bit so you can see me a little better. So let me do a little housekeeping. Now, if you guys, all the description, if you happen to be on the Facebook Live, all the description is there. So you can go ahead and click that, share it. You can get at me on the podcast. If you want to donate to the show, you can get at us on winter_green36 at yahoo.com. That's for PayPal. Or you can hit me up on Patreon, which is patreon.com/creative girl of color. And don't forget to get into our Facebook group. If you're a visual artist or a creative, get into the Facebook group, you guys, where we share all sorts of tips and tricks. And we're going to be having these Facebook Lives every Thursday, okay? You know what? Before I even got on here, I practiced what I was going to be saying. And then as soon as I get on here, it's went right out the door. Also, you can go ahead, if you happen to be watching on the replay, make sure you put your comments below or any questions that you may have for our guest, okay? Because we're going to get into this tea, and it's going to be an awesome episode, you guys. You can also link it up on YouTube, okay? Because this episode will be up on YouTube under Creative Girl of Color with Danielle B, okay? And make sure you share it. Give me a thumbs up. Once we get up on, you know what? I should have turned my notifications off. I'm just all crazy tonight. Okay. Okay. So let's just get straight into it. Okay, we're gonna get straight into the tea. Let's
Let's
introduce
start.
our beautiful artist. Yay!
Yay!
Yes, I want to introduce Keila Small, you guys. Keila Small. She is a beautiful artist. And wait a minute, let me turn my volume down a little bit. So, Keila Small is a beautiful artist. She primarily does most of her painting in oils. And I'm explaining a lot of this stuff because this is eventually going to be on the podcast. So I'm going to be really descriptive. And when you explain things, make sure you're really descriptive because everybody's not going to be able to see us. You know what I'm saying? So basically, she is an artist and a mom, an entrepreneur, just like me. You know what I'm saying? And she's been painting in oils. She does a lot of realistic work. We met. She does portraits, pet portraits, still lives. Hey, everybody, if you're just joining the live, don't forget to share it, like it, love it, tag it, tell all your friends, your mama, your sisters, your brothers. Okay, guys? So I was talking about Keila Small, our artist, right? She does a lot of realistic work in pet portraits, regular portraits, still lives. And also you do some gallery work, paint parties and stuff.
Yes, I do some paint parties and all the 9 yards. I know there's a
Yeah.
question about that, so I'm not
Oh
trying
yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah. So I just wanted to confirm it.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, guys, I want you guys to put down in the comments whether you have questions that you want me to ask her on the live so that I can ask her towards the end. because we're going to jump right into these questions in just a minute. Okay. So, yeah, I met her in this group. We happen to be part of the same group, like it's called Black, I think Black Artists United or something.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in this group. I happened to see her. We bonded over flowers. Okay, you guys? We bonded over flowers. And because we both have a love of flowers and painting flowers and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I had to get on it. I went and stalked her page for a little while, and boom, here we are. So I had to get her on here and do a little interview. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys, yes, let's get these numbers up. Share, 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 you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna give it over to Kayla. I think I've done enough talking, you guys. So Kayla, tell us all about you. Okay, I got my questions. So if I'm looking down, it's because I'm like, trying to remind myself
Fine.
about the questions. Okay, so tell us who you are, and you take it away.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Keila Small, and I am currently in Florida, in Central Florida, Melbourne, Palm Bay area. And I am a mother of three, 6, 5, and 4. I'm married, and I am originally from Haiti. So I just been here since 2010. So I lived in Miami, Tennessee, and Virginia, and then now back again to Florida.
Wow, so you've
And
been all over
yes,
the
from
country.
Haiti.
Okay, so
Hmm.
side question. What is your favorite city to live in?
Florida. Favorite city or state?
Well, city. Yeah, city.
Orlando, by far.
Yeah?
It's quiet. It's not too busy like Miami. Miami's too much for me. Just too much.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I've never been to Miami. I don't think,
You
you know what I
need to
mean? Like,
go.
yeah,
You
but
need
I
to
know
go.
I know I see it on TV. People seem like they're having a lot of fun and they're gathering around and all that stuff.
Lies, lies. It's traffic, overcrowded, but it's beautiful. But it's not how people said it. Like no.
Right. Oh my God. That is
Yay.
crazy. Okay,
So
so tell us. Okay, so my next question that I want to ask you, like, how did you get into art?
I started drawing since I was a kid. Back home, I used to get just regular paper and I used to always sketch people. But my parents were so against it, like no drawing. They were like, "Why are you drawing? Go get a book. Go get a math book. Go get a physics
Right.
book. Go get a chemistry book." So it was just a no. So, but every chances I get, I used to like always sketch. So I can say I've been drawing since I was 5 or 6 years old. And then when I moved here, of course, I moved here because they were still supporting me. I went to school for something they would approve because they were the one paying for everything. So I went to
Oh
school for
my God.
engineering. I did math. I did all that. And then 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago, August of this year, made it three, I decided to just stay home. I was like, I need to just stay home. This is just too much with the kids and stuff. And then I just picked up a pencil 3 years ago and boom, it never stopped. Now I'm
Wow.
home. I can make my own decisions.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of being an artist, and
Yes.
you're out there. I mean, you're married now, like, because you said even up until
Mhm.
like 2 or 3 years ago. That's interesting because I didn't start doing art until I got into my 30s. And a lot of people don't know that,
Mm.
but I actually didn't get it. I mean, my story is a whole nother thing, but that's really interesting to me because that's a serious thing. Like, your family and your background can dictate the way your life can go. And
Mhm.
it's very possible, especially for you guys out there that happen to be over 25. You know what I'm saying?
Go for
It's
something you really, I
possible
would
to
tell
have
anybody.
a whole nother life later on.
I would tell anybody who's going to college now, follow your path because you like. I mean, I'm not saying I went to school for nothing. I could easily get another job as an engineer again. If anything happened, I have to, anything happened, I need to get an extra income or something. I can work or something. But if you're going to college, you're gonna get student loan, follow your dream. Don't just do
Right.
something because you have to. So
Exactly. I mean, that's how I feel too. Like, because I'm like, I have a lot of student loan debt. I mean, do you have the same thing? Like, I have
yes,
so much student loan debt. And I mean, some of us end up with student loan debt and you don't even work in the career that you went to school
that's
for.
me. Technically, I don't do engineering anything. So art,
Oh
I should have
my
gone to art,
God.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
I
but
should
I
have.
mean, for
I'm a true
you,
self-taught artist, so I'm all
well, yeah.
self-taught. I'm like never taking classes because that wasn't allowed. So, so yeah,
Wow, wow, wow. That is
I did.
so interesting. So, I mean, me too. I'm self-taught as well. I mean, besides the few classes here and there and watching some stuff like tutorials on YouTube.
Mhm.
I think I did pay somebody to help me with color theory though. So that's
Mhm.
why I'm a beast with color theory. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, that's good. I'm more of a
Like
black
two
and
tone horn. You know
white.
what I'm saying?
That's good.
Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay, so who inspires you? Who is your favorite artist, your favorite
Ooh,
people?
I don't really have a favorite artist, quite frankly, but I like any artist that actually does realistic portraits. Like when I say the realistic, where you can't even see their pores on their faces. So
Right.
those are my type of artists. So I really like anything fine arts, like 100% fine arts. Like there's no, I mean, I like abstract too, but it's just the realisms, the realistic of a drawing that just drive me. So that's just
Right.
anything realistic. Either it's in color or black and white. It's just that. So,
Right.
but I don't really have a favorite artist.
But I mean,
And
you could have they could be alive or dead. Let's say that. Do you have any
yes, and if I were to pick one, I really like Kevin Williams. I don't know. He's a very
Kevin Williams?
well-known
Oh yeah,
African
yeah,
American
yeah.
artist. He's really
Art by Walk.
Yes, I think so. Yeah,
Yes.
he's been for a while. So I mean, I have seen his work like randomly in places, like I said, randomly in places
Right.
I'm going to and galleries or studios or, hair salon. I see his work there. So all the way from, I think he's in New York, so all the way in Florida. So but I
Right.
really like.
Sorry, go ahead. You can keep talking. I'm actually sharing. I'm sharing this live while you're talking. So tell us, okay, what is your daily routine? I always want to know this question because everybody's situation is different, even though we're all artists. So everybody would love
Yes.
to know what's your daily routine.
Huh. Seriously, because I homeschool my kids, so I wake up. I get school out of the way, and then we get like every extra activities out of the way as well. And around 7, 8 p.m. until midnight, this is when I'm in here in the studio and I create. That's when my husband is responsible for the bedtime routine. So I'm just here drawing or painting or going online and doing all the admin stuff because I also teach classes. So I have to keep up with that and then stuff like that. But I don't draw until maybe 7 to midnight. I would draw a little bit during middays because we're done with school by 11 or noon, but usually I'm going to swimming or gymnastics or you name it. So it's usually happening between 7 and midnight. So
So you saying between 7 and midnight.
yep, that's when I actually sit here and paint and everything. So
Wow. Okay, so like I want to know everything. Like what time do you actually wake up and then you brush your teeth, do all that. But then and then you say you
7.
homeschool the kids, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I homeschool. Yep. And I wake up at 7. So 7, 7:30ish, which is when everyone's wake up. Everyone is like
Right.
waking up too. So, but yeah,
Right, exactly. It could be difficult to kind of like how do you figure out how to balance okay, because I did a whole segment like how do you balance home and art life? Because like if you just joining us, guys, we are interviewing the phenomenal Keila Small. She's an artist, so make sure you share it, love it, like it. Okay, if you happen to be on YouTube, just give the thumbs up. So, I always want to know, like, how do you balance home and school life, like, art life and stuff. Like,
I
like
have to know.
I'm saying for your husband, like, you want to spend time with him? Does he complain? Give us the
Yeah.
tea.
Yes. It's hard. It is. I mean, I do a lot of kids classes for that specific reason. People
Right,
said, "Well, you should do adult classes." I said, well, my children are with me almost 24/7. So it's hard for me to teach adults when they are with me. So that's why you will see almost all my classes are for children
right.
because I have them that I have to bring with me. So, but from 7 to midnight, 90% of the time, my husband is supportive. So he's here, he gets the rest done, and I just have to sit there. And he complains. So on Wednesdays, I try to just do movie night, you know, to kind of something special. So, but usually I'm in here painting. That's the only time I can really focus and do things. And then around, I would do it during middays as well because they're not really too demanding. They can go outside and play. We have a fenced backyard, so they really cannot get out of there. So they can go outside and play on the swing and do whatever they want to do. And then while I stay here and paint. But my focus between 7 and midnight. Between that time is that time that I'm really into it. I'm diving
Right.
into what I can't do it during the day.
Well,
I
yeah,
can't.
it could get kind of hard. Now, okay, I know you talked about your family a little bit. Like, how did they feel when you actually said, okay, bam, because they didn't really want you to do it earlier. But now, if you talk to your family, you tell them, like, okay, I'm
Mhm.
an artist, so I want to be in the artist track. What do they say about that? How do they feel?
I mean, anyone who's Haitian can probably understand what I'm saying. To them, being an artist is like you broke. You don't have a living, you're struggling. So they would rather me say I'm an engineer than an artist, or you're a doctor than an artist. I mean, I guess
Right.
it's the situation of the country. They want what's best for us and whatever. But I don't know if they're really proud because I don't know. I never asked, but I doubt it. I doubt they care. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm doing well. You know what I mean? I'm doing
You're
well, but
right.
I don't think they will relate it to my art because my husband is also an engineer, so they probably relating more to him versus me. I don't know, but I
Right.
never asked. But I don't think I mean, I don't think, but they would rather me be an engineer in a sense. Things like
Oh,
to them that's a
Lord.
good career. Like being an artist is more like of a hobby, and you
Right.
know, so
Yeah, but I swear,
Haitian.
like I feel for you because if I didn't have the support of my family, I mean, not all of them are supportive, but if I
Uh-huh.
didn't have the support from them, I would be like really upset because I'm like, hello, like, hello, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do what I want to do.
I
Like,
don't even.
hello, get your
They're
life,
in
you know what I'm
Haiti.
saying?
So which is good too. They're in Haiti, so which doesn't even bother me
Oh,
because
right,
my
right, right,
my
right.
mom will be here next week actually. So if she comes here, she's like, "Wow, you paint all of this," but it's nothing like, "Oh my God, let me go tell everybody how
Right,
phenomenal art."
right.
But she will go tell people, "Oh, she's like an engineer," you know. She will go say that part, but she won't say she's an artist. No, I doubt it. I
Right.
doubt it. I don't
Hi,
know if any.
everybody. If you're just tuning in, Cheryl, Gooch, I think that's how you say the name. What's popping, everybody? So yeah, let's move on to the next question. Thank you so much for answering that for us. Um, are you with a gallery? Because I know you said you may have your own gallery, right?
I have my own art studio. I don't have an
Right.
art gallery. Art galleries are. I'm about to be with one starting in October,
Okay.
a small local gallery here, but I feel like they charge so much. they take so much out of the price of the can of what you're selling. So I don't I try to avoid them. Let's put it that way. Because you have
Right.
to. I feel like I need to be more known. You know what I mean? And then so they take a good amount of percentage out of it. So I want to, let's say, I try to avoid them, but I will start in October, and there's a small local gallery here that I will have my art there, and I haven't got her percentage yet, but let's see. They're usually
Oh
about,
boy. Yeah, you
yes,
got to get that percentage up front because I know a
yeah,
lot of them charge what 50%. They want
hmm
50%.
great
Now,
day.
mind you, now if it's something like a fruitful gallery like a Met Gala or National Portrait Gallery, I don't mind. But
Hmm
the National Portrait Gallery only takes I think 30%
Oh.
if they sell something for you.
hmm
But these other
But the local
galleries
one,
charge 50%. They want a
yes.
50% commission.
And some of them you have to be a member where you pay $300 a year to be a member. So all of that, it's kind of, I don't know if I want to do that. So,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right. Exactly.
so that's
Oh, so
and
we have some questions. As I was saying, guys, we'll get to your questions at the end of the live. Thank you so much for tuning in and commenting. We're gonna get to you soon. Okay, so let's go to thank you. Like that's good information. I know a lot of people want to know about that. And we'll get to some questions at the end so that whoever wanted to know something extra. Okay, so we talked about is your family supportive? How would you describe like your art style? Like if you had to tell somebody, like how they have like abstract artists, they have realism, traditional artists, da 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 da. How would you like explain that? You know what I mean?
I think I'm 100% realist, type of a realism's art, and this is all that drives me. I try to do other things. I just cannot. It's just, to me, it's just that realistic painting or drawing that just gets me going. And whenever I try to dive into something else, I'm like, I start and I don't finish it. So, like, I start the painting, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm bored. And then I go back to painting something realistic. I'm like, okay, I should have
Right.
done that. So, but
Exactly. You know what? Do you have a piece that you could like hold in your hand to show people? Do you have any pieces with you right there?
I have all of these in the back.
Okay, so you could
And
bring it closer. Like, look at this, you guys. Look how gorgeous that is. I was actually watching that. Okay, so if you're hearing this on the podcast, it is. Wait, show it again, Kayla, so I can explain what it is. So it is a beautiful African American woman. She has flowers in her hair, afro puffs. You know what I'm saying? She got the afro going. Got some sunflowers. You got some turquoise, beautiful turquoise in the background. But it's a black and white portrait. So it gives you like a good contrast. So yes, so that's good, Kayla. Thank you so much for showing us. So yeah. Your work is absolutely gorgeous. So
thank
you
you.
guys definitely make sure you click them links. I put her Instagram in the description box. If you're on Facebook, I put it up above, and then if you on YouTube, it'll be in the description box for when all of this is uploaded onto YouTube, you guys. But yeah, you guys should definitely follow her, definitely support, definitely, you know what I'm saying, donate and all of that, right? So, let's go to the next one. Do you go oh, you said you didn't go to art school, but okay, well, we already talked about why not, because family situations and stuff like that. Okay, so hi guys. Yes, we're gonna get hi. Gia, what's popping? So we're definitely going to make sure you guys share this. Share it, tag it, like it, okay, guys? So if you could thank one person, right? Who would that be? Like somebody that really like had your back 100% throughout your whole process, to you telling them like, oh, I want to be an artist, I am an
Mhm.
artist, da da da?
I'll say my husband, because we went from it's a huge gap in income when I became an
Oh
artist.
yeah.
That was a jump there. And yeah, I'll say him because he was 100% supportive. He's like, "Oh, you need a website, and we got it going. You need a place, get it going. You need canvases, get it going. Let's get this." And but that's because I was driving him crazy too, because the kids were driving me crazy. So I told him I need something to do. Okay, I'm going crazy. I need something to do because I need something to interact with adults because I'm with little people all day. So
Exactly.
I guess I probably was too hormonal for him. So he's like, "Hey, go, go do it." But he, but he had been supporting me 100% since I started. Like since I started, no question asked. He just did do it. You can do it. Do it. So I'll say him. I
That's
think.
so beautiful. That let's give a clap for your husband. You know what I'm saying? Because we need those support system in our corner. We
Mhm.
really do.
We
I mean,
do.
my family is 100% in my corner. You know, all like my kids, I be having them out there shucking and driving, hustling the paint ends on the corner. Like we do all of
Mhm.
that. You know what I'm saying? I told my daughter, put my paintings in your stories. Like, hello. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we need that support system. So, for those of you that are supporters of artists, we always need that support system, you guys. Okay, so let's talk about so a good issue, right? Do you feel pressure from society, the art community, or whatever to do popular art?
I do. Instagram.
That was a
Stay away from Instagram. Seriously. I do sometimes because sometimes I see some people creating something, or it's either very similar to mine, or it's mine is like so realistic, and then there's like just like, more modern style with abstract and stuff, and boom, they are selling it so quick, it's like selling. And I'm sitting here like, it's like crap, like, hello, I just spent, so many hours in this. Why is this not selling? So,
exactly
and what I do, I just pause. I just turn off every single notification on all the social media. I pause. I take 2 or 3 days, and I come back to my art, and I
right,
do me, because I don't think you should be switching style to just fit within the crowd. There's enough people in the world to buy every single pieces from every artist. So, I mean? I
right,
don't have to make so and so for me to be and to, but I had a because of commission work, I will kind of go around what I like just because that's what people like. Like people like pet portraits. I will paint pet because they are, commission works. But I won't do pets just for fun. So again, I will go a little bit outside of my range just because they are commissioned work. But I try to stay out of Instagram. Seriously, Instagram is the worst at it because they kept coming, you don't even ask for what so and so is doing. They're just coming, and then you just look at, you're like, wow, I maybe I should put a little bit of color in mine. Maybe I should put, it's like you want to switch it because that person is doing so well. And yeah, it is very bad feeling, you're like, oh, I'm doing all this. And so,
yeah, yes. Let me tell you, we had for those of you listening, we had a conversation the other night. I mean, we're not going to get into all the details, but you know what I'm saying. We had a
mhm.
conversation and we talked about this. For those of you that are starting out in your art career, or you may be well in your art career, maybe you're an experienced artist that's been out there, 20 years, but you see all of this stuff on Instagram. I call them Instagram artists. You know what I said about that. But I'm doing the air quotes if you're on the podcast. Instagram artists.
Mhm.
But anyway, you have those instant artists or people that do things to be kind of popular, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And um I think it's like a struggle. It is a struggle for those of us who want to be different, who want to make beautiful art, but then we see such an oversaturation of people on our Instagram feed or in the, they have a feature on there where you press it and you get to see what's happening now or who's the hottest out or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
and it's
really?
always, huh?
I didn't know that, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They got
I
that
didn't know that.
feature. I'm
Oh, okay. I
I'm
need to
gonna
stay
find out
away.
what it is, but it's a feature. You press it, you can find out like who's
Mm-hmm.
trending, and you'll see those those top Instagram artists or whatever you want to call it. They
Mm-hmm.
go to air quotes again, and you're like, okay, if I see another picture with syrup on your face, okay.
Yes. You see, everyone is
If
doing
I
it.
see another picture with syrup on your face, okay,
But
I'm done.
yes, but so many people are doing it. You know what I mean? Everyone is doing it. And everyone is selling it. And I mean, you like, maybe you should put syrup on yours too, because everyone is doing it. But
Maybe
I'm not attracted
if
to
they
that.
just like you just drizzle the syrup right on your eyeball, and then
Yeah,
that shit will sell all over the place.
exactly. And you can easily want to change what your focus is on. You can easily say,
Yeah,
maybe I should put some syrup too. And since everybody been putting the honey color, maybe I should put some
right.
blueberry. And then you like changing it, and then you changing your style, you changing who you are just because everyone is doing it. I'm telling you, Instagram is social media is Facebook is not too bad, but Instagram, oh my God, like they keep popping and you like, oh my gosh, and this is but there's so many people doing it and people are buying it. People are buying it from whoever's painting it and they never get
Right.
it never gets old. And I'm like, maybe I should put some syrup too. I'll
But
put
then you
blueberry.
ask, and then you'll get even clients that know your work, know what you do. They'll come and ask you to do it. Like, can you put
Hmm.
like this and that
Hmm.
and like whatever, whatever? And I'm like hello.
Hmm. Yes,
Like, don't
yes.
you see the type of work I do? I'm an artiste. I don't have time for this.
Yes, you have a
You know what I'm saying? And that's
little thing.
yeah, yeah, and you get like that. But see, let me tell you, that's how people who steal art, that's how that happens. People that take your art, because they feel that's what I'm thinking. Like
You
people
feel
that take
pressured.
art, they feel pressured from society, from what's
Hmm.
happening on Instagram, that little 3 second blip of whatever's going on in that artist's life. They feel the pressure to go ahead and copy somebody's work or
Hmm.
deviate from their, initial purpose of getting into being an artist. And then
Hmm.
boom, you done created a whole work of art. Like I've seen artists that take on a whole persona of a very famous artist. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I was looking
Hmm.
at that today on Instagram and I was like, wait a minute. I know damn well that look like that person. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
But I mean, it's really you stress. You like, yeah, I need to make a living. I need to make a sale. And it's always like that. Like it's almost because of the sale. Like if you're making a living out of making art, you have to, I guess you feel pressured. Hey, I need to sell. I need to sell. I need to sell. So you like creating stuff out of nowhere. And then you like, oh my goodness, like why am I copying this person? So Instagram again.
exactly. Instagram, you heard it.
Instagram will do that.
Instagram.com will have you
Yes.
out here stealing people's work, clout
Instagram.
chasing, wilding out. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
watch your back, you guys. Stay strong in the fight to be an individual and an empowered artist. Stay true to your vision. Stay true to
Mhm.
what it is that you want to do and what makes you happy, what makes you tick. because I swear, if not, you just go down a rabbit hole and you'll all
Hmm.
be the same. You have what? The whole Instagram will be with syrup on the face.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Everyone will be
You know
painting
what
the
I'm
same
saying?
thing.
Okay, so last question, and then we'll get into the questions in the comments, you guys. And then that'll be it. Okay, so last question: do you have a social media strategy?
I noticed because I just started Instagram, and I think it's been, I'll say 4 months, and I have about almost 380 followers or something like that. I
Right.
notice when you're posting something on on Instagram or Facebook, tell a story, put a content in there. People love to connect to your piece. They love to know why did you paint this and so and so. So to me, I think I'm not into the post every day type of thing. Like, I mean, I feel like like, oh yeah, I forgot to post. Oh my gosh, I forgot to post. Like, I'm not into that. Maybe that's why I only have 380. I don't know. But I'm not into spending all my day, into posting things on Instagram and Facebook. But I feel like when you're posting your thing, you should put at least a little description in it. And I think that's what I mean, I had people ask me, "Oh wow, I didn't know that. And your pieces is beautiful. Hey, can I buy this? Can I get a print? Can I get a commission?" Just by me telling a story behind the painting. So, but
Right.
I'm not into posting 6, 7 times a day. Mm-mm.
You said 6, 7 times a day. Okay, so you heard it here first. Don't be posting 6, 7 times a
Actually, you
day.
should because everyone that's doing well is doing that. They posting time a day, posting videos 6, 7 times a day. You will get followers that way. But I'm like, to me, I think that's too much. I can't do it. I tried it. I'm like, mm-mm. And I paint in
Exactly.
oil as well. Because I paint only in oil, it's stopping me from, I can't do a one painting a day type of thing,
Right,
because
right,
and I'm paying, you know what I mean? Like I have to wait, I have to layer, I have to wait for the layer to dry and then put more details. So oil takes longer. So I
right,
can't do like acrylic artists or pencils or, I mean, anyone that does graphites or those are instantly done. With oil, it's a process. So I know you paint with oil too. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
you know
mean,
what I'm saying.
oil is a beautiful medium. It's a very beautiful medium. It's very silky. It's good for
Hmm.
like blending, but that thing is a beast. Okay, you will be in there sweating, dipping in all the mediums. You got to get all these rags because that thing it's not like acrylic where it just dries
Hmm.
quickly and then you can
Hmm.
move on, wash out your
Exactly.
brush. You got to have 50,000
Exactly.
rags dragging off your whatever. But it's a bit,
All
but
my
it's a
painting oil, I don't do any acrylics, like not one of them in the back or
not one of them. That's what I'm saying.
no, they all
Like
oil.
you know
It takes
what,
time.
girl, I'm too lazy for that because
I know.
I I I gotta have some acrylic in there somewhere. That way I can get something quickly done. Now I do have a social media strategy. And my thing is, but it's certain things that I won't do because, and I noticed that if you're willing to do certain things, you will get further with social media. But for me, I would say on social media, the key to having it organic, right? I'm doing air
Mhm.
quotes again, you guys. Organic, right? What time are we at, you guys? Okay, 7:40. We right on time. So the key to having organic following, you guys, is to basically could be consistent, you know, upload quality work, kind of look at the way your news feed looks, like pay attention to what's on your news feed and what's going on. You know how you go to your page and you see if your page looks cohesive? Because a lot
Mhm.
of times, if collectors or business people go there to your page, I'm going to get to you guys' questions in just a second. I know you guys are like burning on fire, have so many things to talk about. But yeah, like just stay consistent, you guys. That's all I'm gonna really pretty much say about that. And post good pictures for God's sakes. Don't take pictures of your
Yes.
art in the bathroom or the backyard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or in the
Yes.
dark. Take good pictures, post consistently, you know,
And
and
I
you'll go
and
ahead.
I
I'm
just
listening.
learned a little trick, and I saw another artist doing it. When I asked her how she always have a white wall for her, you know what she does? She bought one big size canvas, and she put a little pin. I don't know how you call those little pin there, and she just hangs it in there, and she just focuses the camera like you have a white wall, but you don't really have a white wall. You just have a big
Oh,
canvas in
oh,
the back of
oh.
it.
I get what you're saying.
And
Oh, that's, you know what? That's genius.
I was
That's
like,
so
why have I not thought
genius.
of this? You know, you just bought an oversized canvas and you just put your canvas on top, and then you just hang it there with those little pin, and you just hang the canvas in the center of it or on top of it or on
Right.
the side of it. And then boom, you have a beautiful white wall on the back of your instead of having stuff in the back, you know. I'm like, huh,
Oh
I never
my
even thought of
God.
that.
I never thought that's a good tip. Okay, you guys, that's the tip of the day.
I
Okay,
never
tip of the
thought
day. Buy a big ass canvas, put it on your
of
wall, blank canvas, and then put your painting in the middle, and
That's
boom.
what she
Because I
did.
kept saying, how do you get
I
something to
know.
look like that on the wall?
And you know,
Oh my God.
white always bring everything. Like to me, I think anything on the white background, like my walls are not. I didn't even think about that when we painted the studio, but now I'm like, huh, we should have left it white, right? But white
Yeah, because
walls
I
make
think it looks prettier
everything.
and cleaner and it just looks
Hmm.
so much more sophisticated. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Yeah,
Yep,
definitely.
exactly.
All right, guys. So now, okay, tell people where they can find you. Then we're going to get into some questions that people have been burning up in the comments, okay? The comments been going crazy, you guys. So we're going to get into some questions after. Tell us where we can find you, you know, email, social media, website, all that.
Okay, email is artbykayla2019 @gmail.com. I'll put it in the comment too.
Oh yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
is Keila Small 0519, and Facebook is Kayla's Creation. Um, but I'll add it
Yeah,
on.
add it. And then you do commissions, paint parties, all that, right?
Yes, I do paint parties at my studio. I can come to you as well. I do commissions, portraits, pet portraits. I mean, anything you really want to, but I have been getting a lot of pets portraits and people.
Yeah, so you got them fluffy dogs. Get at her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. I'm gonna show you guys. Just finished. This one is, oops, this one is finally dry, but this is for a customer, and
Oh
it's old.
wow.
Yes,
That's
this one is
gorgeous.
finally dry. I have to
Okay,
send it.
so for those on the podcast, it is a beautiful I think you're I'm seeing a theme with the turquoise backgrounds.
I love that
So
color. It's my favorite
yes,
color.
it's
All
a
my
beautiful
house is
color.
turquoise, but
Oh my God. So it's a turquoise background with a beautiful black and white kind of dog. So yeah, it's a beautiful pet portrait, you guys. I don't do pet portraits, so don't come for me in the comments. I don't do pet portraits, okay? All right, so let's get into some questions. We're gonna get into a few questions and then we're gonna end it for tonight, you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, we having feedback. Okay, we're good now, right? No feedback?
uh-huh.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's get into some questions. Uh, so we have Cheryl in the house. Hi, Cheryl. We have Gia, Katina, I think her name is Katina, Katiana. Oh, Katiana. Okay,
Hmm.
what's up, Katiana? Yes, she was saying it's amazing to have a supportive spouse. And let's see, we have any questions? I think she is speaking so she can show all the word. Wait a minute. Um. Oh, she says, I think it's wrong when clients want a particular artist's work instead of purchasing from that particular artist. I mean, would
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. That never happened to me though, so I don't know. I would tell the person, that's not right. So, but that never happened to me that someone asked.
Exactly. That's what I feel. I had somebody like request something like from another artist, and I'm like, no. And also, guys, like, be careful when you approach one artist to, um, do some work for you that may be a reproduction of another person's artwork, and that artist is still alive. That's copyright infringement, you guys. So we wouldn't be able to do it for you anyway. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that wouldn't work. Okay, so I don't really see any more questions. I think they're kind of delayed. I think a lot of people were just like commenting and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. And then Katiana again was saying there has to be a balance between social media marketing and actually being a productive artist. Being an artist is being an entrepreneur and creative. There's different aspects to running an art business that keeps
Mm-hmm.
each artist quite busy. So what do you think about
Mm-hmm.
that?
That is true because like whenever I start posting 50,000 times a day, I have to pick one, and I have to pick, and sometimes I even have to pick, hey, enjoying my kids or posting on Instagram. So it's like I think to me social media has become um way too much. Like seriously, I think to me, I mean, it's just that consume people and people just live on that thing, you live on
Oh
Facebook on
yeah, you get some people that's so obsessed with social media.
yes.
Like, I mean,
Uh-huh.
I believe me, even though as much as I go live, as much as I post, as much as I do a lot of stuff on social media, I can easily drop it and leave it alone for a couple of days and not think twice about it,
Yeah.
because you need to have a balance in between that where you're not obsessing and making yourself sick over the likes. Because people, and this is what I'm talking about when it comes to clout chasing, when you clout chasing, you out there just worrying about the likes, you out there just worrying about, like, oh, how much stuff can I do? I
Followers.
mean, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I've seen people out there, with their boobs out just to sell a painting. Like, I'm not doing
Mm-hmm.
that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't.
Like,
I know.
I'm
I'm not doing it either. And like I tell people too, you can have 100,000 followers, but if not one person is purchasing an art, like not purchasing a piece or anything, what's the point? Like you have a hundred
exactly.
thousand followers, but not one is actually buying something. So
No, these people are not
it's like,
participating though. Because, I mean, I've seen people, but they have an underground thing where people buy followers. So
mm,
sometimes if you see somebody with 100,000 followers, that's not always an organic thing, you know?
hmm,
Now,
yes,
if you see somebody with 100,000 followers and they only got, what, 500 likes,
and
like, hello, the numbers are not adding up. You know what I'm
yes, so
saying?
hmm,
So definitely. Okay, so next question. This is from Katiana again. Do you think Okay, do you think your art style as an artist will change in the future?
nope, it would have changed already. I know. I might start doing a couple portraits in color, but no. I might go back to the black and white, knowing me. But let's say maybe. I only do commissions in colors, but my personal work are black and white. I love that monochromatic feeling of the painting. I
Hi,
love that.
Corinne.
But again, I don't know. But right now, I will say no.
Right, yeah,
I
yeah,
like.
yeah. But you know what? For us older artists, like for people that got into art older, like later on in life, I don't think it's gonna change too much. You may.
Mhm.
I think we will improve. Like for me, I think I will improve. but I don't think I'm gonna change. I think I'm just going to be more seasoned, be more maybe quicker, learn a
Hmm.
different technique, but I think the art style itself will remain the same.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay,
Yes.
so two more questions and then we're gonna get out of here, you guys. Okay, so where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Painting bigger pieces. Like right now, I got to 24 by 36 ish. I want to go bigger, but oh, I love to see people that paint huge canvases. But
I
I'm like, oh,
know.
where's the time? I don't think I have
Oh
it in
my
me yet.
God. Yo,
But I
let me
think
tell
as my
you.
kids get older, I will definitely go for way bigger canvases because I'm not intimidated by it, but it's just the time that I think it will take me to just complete one thing. And given I have my kids during the day and that's kind of like limit my time to even that would take me months to finish. So
Right.
now, but in 5 years, I think I want to paint bigger. Like, you know, and
Oh
making
my
I was
God.
making wall prints, and I'm starting an online academy. I want to see that grow, and so things like that.
You know what? I want to recommend you guys check out Bobby Chu's channel on YouTube. Don't forget to check out my channel too, okay? So Bobby Chu's channel on YouTube, he is a illustrator, a concept artist, and he's done all these different movies from Frozen to all these different beautiful movies that a lot of our kids be watching and harassing us with. Okay, so he's done all these different movies, and he has an actual online academy. And I know you do too. Like you have classes that you give as well. So make sure you get at her for her classes. But he is like an actual like concept artist, professional artist, and he gives an online class where he put a bunch of all of his art friends. That's eventually what I want to do. If you want to know what I'm going to do in 5 years, I'm going to have an art academy where people can actually come to the residence, like a actual place where people can come and sleep and stay for 5 months, 6 months with a master artist. Of course, I'm gonna be there too. You know what I'm saying? And just learn,
Interesting.
just relax, just absorb from the master. And, I'm gonna find a master that wants to teach you guys. So that's my 5 year goal. Plus, other stuff that I don't want to put out in the universe yet, but that's a big goal for me in the next 5 years. Um,
Interesting.
okay, so I'm gonna ask one more question. Yes, Corinne is in the house. Yes, Miss Miller, how are you? Um, um, we keep trying to get off, and everybody's like, "What's up? What's?"
I don't mind.
Yes. Oh, you know what? Corinne was like, she wants to go bigger too. Like, I have a canvas that's what 36 by 48. That's the big. It's actually 4 feet tall, and that's
Oh,
the
okay.
biggest canvas that I've ever had. And it's sitting on my back wall because I'm terrified to deal with it. Okay.
Yes. Oh, I have one too. I got one. I got
Oh,
it on 70% off, and it's still sitting right here, and it's huge. I don't remember the size, but it is big. I don't know if that
oh
was one
my
of their biggest
God.
ones.
Okay, so one more question. We're gonna make it good, and then we gotta get out of here, guys. Let's see, blah blah blah, and then time passes, and you see it again. I'm just reading through the questions and picking out something good. Make it good, you guys. Make it last. Blase blase, and I think we pretty much asked the major questions. Wait, did you ever finish a piece and then press it and you see it again? Okay. So one more question from Katiana. Thank you so much, Katiana. You've been putting in that question work, okay? So it says she says you ever finish a piece and then time passes and you see it again and you want to change some things about it.
Oh yeah, I had put white all over canvases before, but because if I start sometime I put the underpaint in acrylic, then I will put white all over the canvas because I want to start all over. But most of my canvases are in oil, so I just gotta toss it away, or they're sitting right here, and I just never finish it. But if I want to finish the piece, I will go back and finish it. But that's very rare. If I got disconnected from it in the past, it's very rare to see me going back and finish it. I just want to start something new. And I don't know if I got bored from it before, I'm surely I will be bored from it. Pretty
Oh
sure I
my
will still be
God.
bored from it.
Yes, I know. Let me tell you, I have a piece that's sitting in the corner. I'm not necessarily bored of it, but it was something that was really complicated concept for me, and I came up with it from scratch, from the ground up. Besides taking little bits of reference photos. I mean, I don't know if you use reference photo or not, but
I
um
do.
yeah, so I use reference photos for a lot of my pieces, and I'll just take little reference photos and take bits and pieces from that to incorporate
Mhm.
into my piece. And
I think that every artist will. Like every artist will tell you I'm the original. It's all from my mind. I'm like,
mm,
unless you studied like I have a friend that can paint horses on the top of her head. That's because she studied the anatomy of horses, and that's all she paints, horses. So she can paint a horse on the top of her mind because she studied the anatomy. She knows the body part and things like that. But 90% of artists, yeah, you can, because if you tell me to put a cow on top of like on top of a hill, I can see the hill, but to
I
make
gotta
it
go look it
detailed,
up.
yes, I gotta look like a cow. You know what I mean? Like, cause I know how a cow looks like, but I can't. I don't know. And unless like I said, like my friend, she studied horses. She has a ranch, and she just love it so much that she can tell you the body part, how long is the neck from the head on those type of horse. Like that's how much she
Wow.
loves it, and that's all she paints. And again, you know what I mean? It's unless you study the subject, I don't think you can just come up with it, but people will tell you this is all from my head. I'm like, okay.
Oh, please, like
I
whatever.
exactly. I say
Like
okay. But
whatever, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever, girl. We
I
don't want to hear that. People be making up stuff, you know what I'm saying, just to make themselves seem like,
uh-huh.
oh, I'm an artiste. I just think of this out of my head and just slap it on the canvas
Uh-huh.
or whatever.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you
Yes.
do, let me tell you, 9 times out of 10, your proportions are gonna be off, and you ain't gonna be doing what you're supposed to do anyway. If you're just doing it out of whatever thin
Mhm.
air, you
Yes.
should have some
Uh-huh.
knowledge or like fundamentals of what it is you're painting. Like if you're painting a
Mhm.
portrait, you should know the
The
anatomy of the
anatomy.
face.
Yes,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Uh-huh.
Like the cheek,
Yes.
where the cheekbones are.
Where the
So
eyes
that
are.
way,
Yep. You need to know those
exactly.
things.
You should know
But
those
unless
things.
you're not doing realistic painting, you're gonna need a reference. You're not gonna need a
Hmm.
reference picture by doing it. But if it's like a realistic painting, you're gonna need a reference photo to make it, realistic. Because like I said, we all of us cannot just picture things in our brain and just paint it. Unless I've been doing it for years, the same exact thing. So now
Exactly,
I've been,
exactly.
but again,
I
so.
mean, even art by walk. Even Kevin Williams said that he uses reference photos, or he used reference from Marvel characters.
Characters
So
and
yeah,
and
everybody
they would
draws
always
their
put
experiences.
muse, and then they would put at my muse, and they put the person's stuff, the model that,
Exactly,
that they're using for the picture because it's hard to come up with.
exactly, exactly. Okay, guys. So that is the end of our Facebook Live. Our first Facebook Live.
I was the first one.
Yes. Yes, you was the first one. Thank you so much. I want you to give her a thumbs up. Make sure you share this, guys. Tag your friends. Love it. Like it. If you happen to be over on YouTube, don't forget to give me the thumbs up and should save it to your playlist, share it, play it in the background while you're painting. You know what I'm saying? I love to listen to these podcasts while I'm painting. This is the Facebook Live version of, our Creative Girl of Color podcast. I'm going to definitely work on uploading this over to the podcast, you guys. And make sure you come back next Thursday because it's gonna be another artist same time, same place, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's going down. We got another artist that's going to be on. Like, thank you so much, Keila, for
You're
your
welcome. Thank you.
professionalism. You know, you were so professional. You on time, girl.
I'm on
You know
time.
what I'm
I'm usually
saying?
not on. I'm
Yo,
on
let me
time.
tell you. They always think black people be late. Oh, yeah, black
Oh
people
no.
always late.
I had to correct my husband. I told him the podcast start at 6:30 because I
Yeah.
know him. He will walk in here at 6:58 and then telling me, "Hey, what's going on?" I told him it was at 6:30, so he can be here on time, so I can.
Yes,
He
I
said, "Why
told
are you
my
still
family
here?"
too. I was like, at 6:30, y'all gotta go upstairs. Oh my God. Thank you so much for those of you that tuned in. Thank you everybody that participated
Thank
in the
you.
podcast. Oh, see, look, there he is already. They know what time. All
He
right,
couldn't wait for
guys.
you to finish.
Yes, he couldn't wait. You see what
He
I'm saying? He
couldn't
could not wait. I swear to God. Like he was like, "Oh nah, I need to get in there now." Say hi to everybody. You know, my son couldn't wait till the podcast was over. You guys.
wait.
Anyway, say bye,
He's so
Keila.
cute. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And tune in next time. I love you guys so much. Keep creating. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.